Waking up to a bright morning, Mihari is flabbergasted to find Mahiro up and about, even having breakfast. A rarity for Mahiro. A limited edition of an anime are on sale, and Mahiro won't let them slip. Seeing Mahiro stepping outside her comfort zone leaves Mihari deeply moved. Taking in the moment, Mahiro cherishes her newfound treasures outside an anime store. But things soon take a turn when a group of teenage boys spot Mahiro, making her self-conscious, and she quickly makes a beeline away. But what's this? An arcade in sight. Mahiro's eyes light up with nostalgia. She initially avoids the testosterone-charged fighting game section, but the selfie area and its promise of a girl-only zone beckons her. And there, she dives into an adorable photo session. Enter 3 teenage girls and panic mode activated. Mahiro's venture to the main arcade area, where she engrosses herself in rhythm games. But she can't shake the feeling of being watched, and right she is. The gentle juvenile officer wonders why such a young-looking girl is not in school on a weekday. Back home, we find Mahiro, broken and seeking comfort in Mihari's embrace. Mihari is torn between being proud of Mahiro's social progress and wanting to protect her from the world's misunderstandings. Next day, Mahiro is peacefully washing her face. Enter Mihari, holding up the numerous split ends of Mahiro's hair. Although Mahiro is ready to chop it all off, Mihari declares, "We're storming the hair salon." The salon doors open to reveal a radiant stylist. As Mahiro takes her seat, the chit-chat begins. Her face turns red with every personal question. The shampoo phase then kicks in. Let's just say things get surprisingly comfortable, and Mahiro dozes off to her sleep. Mahiro is completely baffled by her new appearance, and Mihari is loving every moment of it. Our duo heads home, and Mahiro is playing with her newly luxurious hair. But Mihari pulls out the bill, and let's just say the price for beauty ain't cheap. Jump to a dimly lit room with Mahiro deep into her video game. But out of the shadows emerges the mummy, or Mihari's attempt at it. But the real scare is the invite to Keide's Halloween bash. A dilemma for Mahiro. Dive into socializing or cozy up at home. The door swings wide, revealing a fluffy husky dog outfit. Keides engulfs the beast in a big ol' hug, exclaiming, "You are so cute!" But plot twist. Mahiro, looking around, realizes that this is no costume party. She had been tricked by Mihari. Things move fast, with Keide and Mihari transitioning to kitchen duties and Mahiro dragged by Momiji to her room. As they get comfy, Mahiro switch into one of Momiji's casual outfits. The two get candid, discussing their, physical developments, or the lack thereof. And then, Momiji whispers the age-old question, "Is there a way to, make 'em grow?" Just as things seem to get too heavy, the door bursts open. It's Kaede, announcing that the feast is ready. Imagine a table laden with a sumptuous spread. While munching away, the topic of the elusive older brother makes its way into the conversation. The atmosphere gets heavy, but Mihari quickly shifts gears to brainstorm vacay plans. Dawn breaks, Mahiro locked in an intense Game Boy session. But not for long, the doorbell rings, announcing the arrival of Momiji. But wait, she isn't alone. 2 unfamiliar faces stand by her side, and Mahiro is mortified. Jump into a classroom with Mahiro introducing herself. But as she settles into her new environment, she screams internally, "Why am I here?" Flashback time. Upon seeing Momiji and her 2 mysterious companions, she hides behind Mihari. They are just asking Mahiro out for parfaits. Mihari then pushes Mahiro out the door with a cheeky grin. Our girl gang settles in, and the introductions roll. Asahi, bubbly and bright, quickly takes the stage, while Mio-chan seems to be more of a silent observer. Asahi quickly offers Mahiro a delicious bite of her parfait. But wait, in comes Momiji, playing the parfait thief. The pure, innocent vibes have us all smiling ear to ear. With full bellies and happy hearts, our group walks home. There's a heartwarming moment when they assure her she's one of them. As soon as Mahiro steps in her house, Mihari already asking how her day went. After shower, Mahiro is met with a surprising sight. Mihari in a cute school uniform. Things then take a serious turn when Mihari unveils that the mysterious drug's effects aren't fading anytime soon. And guess where Mahiro's headed next? Yep, you guessed it. Back to middle school as a girl. Seated in class, a barrage of compliments come flying her way. As things get a bit too much for her, who comes to the rescue? The ever-graceful Momiji-sama. Momiji effortlessly manages the crowd, but then another twist. Enter Asahi and Mio-chan, bringing their unique charm with some playful teasing, a bit of lighthearted humor, and lots of hugs. The final bell tolls. A drained Mahiro collapses, relieved that she made it through the day. On her way out, he faces yet another dilemma, the call of nature. But oh no, a mix-up leads her to the boys' bathroom. Recovering quickly, she dashes to the girls' side, but turns out girls often go to the restroom in groups. Caught off guard, she bails on her bathroom break. Just as her face turns blue, Momiji realizes they're at her house. She bursts through the door and wham, collides with Mihari. Unfortunately, she didn't make it. Cut to the next school day, Mihari hands her the book bag and catapults her out the door to meet Kaid and Momiji. At school, she settles at her desk, intending to snooze through PE class. She's so sleepy that she starts undressing right there. Momiji quickly jumps in and guides Mahiro to another adventure, the girls' locker room. Mahiro steps into the locker room, and her eyes are bouncing around like a pinball. Realizing the awkwardness, Mahiro hurries to change. So we're outdoors for PE. Mio-chan drops the bomb. It's long-distance running all month. Mio-chan notices something's up, and good ol' Mahiro says her tummy's churning. Mio-chan consults with the teacher, and guess what? Mahiro gets to sit out. Here comes Mio-chan, bouncing her way through the course. Then Momiji dashes by, setting new personal records, and of course, Asahi's basically a human rocket, taking first place. Mahiro gets up and hands out water bottles. Mio-chan finishes and asks Mahiro if she has one. Over dinner, Mahiro spills the beans to Mihari about the day's drama. Turns out Mio-chan thought Mahiro was on her period, and by the time Mahiro realized, it was too late to backpedal. Mahiro and Momiji are hitting the books in Mahiro's room. Momiji is surprised by how good Mahiro is in math, so Mahiro sticks to the cover story that she was tutored by Mihari. Flash forward to the next morning. Momiji calls Mahiro a smarty pants and even tickles her. Enter Asahi and Mio-chan. Asahi looks like she's seen a ghost. Apparently, tests are her kryptonite. Mahiro tries to cheer her up with a warm cheek caress. Test time! Mahiro's confidence is off the charts, and she's breezing through them. Then she notices the girl in front of her napping. Heroic Mahiro gives her a little nudge with a pencil. All's good, right? Wrong. Mahiro decides to rest her eyes. She then wakes up to the terrifying sound of the bell. The test is over. Her paper is more blank than a snowstorm. Mahiro vows to make a comeback, but fails to focus the rest of the day. Results day, and Mahiro's about to pass into another dimension. Asahi waddles over, saying, "Welcome to the remedial club." Momiji's kind of relieved that Mahiro is human after all. Mio-chan just giggles mysteriously. Back home, Mihari is about to explode, but then she sees Mahiro putting no gaming stickers on her video games. Her icy heart melts. So the squad has survived finals, and they're gathered around Momiji's desk talking about nicknames. But let's not skip the good stuff here. Mahiro, our resident genius, while pretending to be engrossed in her textbook, she's actually jotting down strategy for a new video game. But Momiji's eagle eyes notice Mahiro is acting all fidgety. She thinks Mahiro needs a bathroom break. So, lunch rolls around, and Mahiro explains she was just geeking out about a new game. The rest of the squad is puzzled, but they're smiling, because Mahiro's enthusiasm is just contagious. Okay, so back in class, Mahiro is still bummed about not getting to deep dive into her game talk. But then she hears two boys gabbing about video games. She quickly jumps into the conversation. Everything's going fine until Mahiro brings up Lost Quest 6. The boys say, that game came out before we were born. Mahiro is floored. She collapses, chanting, "Before I was born." Momiji finds Mahiro in her sad state and accuse the boys of making Mahiro cry. They escape the chaos for some milk boxes. As they're coming back, Mahiro walks by and apologizes for the awkwardness, and the boys are absolutely smitten. Moving on to baking class, and the teacher announces a cookie-making project for teams of 4. Mahiro is absolutely stoked, but here's the plot twist. Mio-chan claims she loves making cookies, but Asahi and Momiji don't trust her cooking skills. Can our squad pull it off without turning the kitchen into a war zone? Momiji then invites Mahiro to her house for a cooking lesson from Kaede, and she's ready to spill all her kitchen secrets to them. Mahiro then gets all sentimental, thinking about Mihari's past baking escapades. The day has finally arrived. Mahiro suggests making black tea cookies. Momiji and Asahi are mixing and measuring like pros. And get this, Mio-chan almost uses a huge bowl as a cookie cutter, but thankfully Asahi intervenes with her quick reflexes. Long story short, they nailed it. Even the teacher gave them a thumbs up. Fast forward to the end of the day, Mahiro hands Mihari a bag of cookies. She dives straight into her gaming world, while Mihari is in her room clutching the bag of cookies and having an emotional meltdown. Eventually, she takes a bite and whispers, "They're just perfect." We have a full-on pillow war, people. Mahiro is in total disbelief. Like, how the heck did we get here? So, rewind. Mahiro wakes up, and she's planning a full-on anime and video game marathon. But Mihari's like the anti-laziness police. She quickly uses her phone and starts to plot something. Then, a knock on the door. Surprise! It's Momiji, Asahi, and Mio-chan. Before Mahiro can even start sulking, it's game time. Mihari saves the day with a cozy card game, suitable for everyone. Fast forward a bit, and Mihari announces dinner. After the meal, Mahiro is on dish duty, 'cause she lost at Cozy Cart. Now, here's where things get wild. They're all sweaty from gaming and need to take baths. Mio-chan gets all excited and suggests they pair up for the baths. Mahiro's mind is literally screaming, "Hell no!" She dodges the whole situation by bathing with Mihari instead. After Mahiro steps out of the bathroom smelling like a flower garden, Asahi quickly cuddles up. As they're filling the tub for round 2, Momiji takes command, and she drags the 3 into the bathroom. So they all get in the bathroom, and Momiji and Asahi are already in the tub, but Mio-chan's like a cat avoiding water. Then Momiji gets all sentimental and starts reminiscing about how she and Asahi became friends. Now we're in a flashback, and Asahi just bursts into the classroom and makes a beeline for Momiji. They introduce themselves and instantly become inseparable. They do all the fun tomboy things, like chasing frogs and playing soccer. Now, here's the kicker. Momiji invites Asahi to take a bath, and Asahi asks, "Wait, why don't you have boy parts?" Yup, she thought Momiji was a dude. Back in the present, Asahi and Momiji start talking about those days when they'd wash each other's back, and Mio-chan's curiosity goes up. But instead of satisfying Mio-chan's curiosity, Asahi decides to give her a wash instead. But she accidentally touches Mio-chan's, assets, and she quickly backs off. Cut to Mahiro's bedroom. Mihari's piling up futons, and Momiji and Asahi burst in, fresh and squeaky clean, and Mio-chan peeks in, all quiet and stuff. Finally, Mihari leaves them, and it's time to claim the futons. Mahiro, being the host, grabs her own. Asahi claims the one next to her. Momiji wants it too, and they settle it with a game of rock, paper, scissors. But just when you think it's over, a pillow fight breaks out. They're smacking each other like there's no tomorrow until Mihari bursts in, telling them to keep it down. Now in comes Asahi with a bedtime horror story. She starts going on about the spirit of the pillow flipper. Asahi claims this creepy thing messes with you while you sleep. Mahiro and Mio-chan doesn't seems to be bothered by the story, but Momiji, she's freaking out. Fast forward a couple of hours. Momiji wakes up. She's gotta go pee, but she decides to hold it instead. Mahiro then wakes up freezing because Asahi turned into a blanket hogger in her sleep. As she tiptoes across the room, Momiji sees a shadowy figure holding a pillow. She's thinking, it's the pillow flipper, and she wet the futon in the room. Next thing you know, Momiji and Mahiro are in the laundry room, and Mahiro tells her to sleep in her futon. She then bursts into Mihari's room and passes out next to her, leaving Mihari super confused. Morning comes, and there's a wet futon hanging outside. Mahiro's red as a tomato and says she drank too much juice last night. She then whispers to Momiji, "Shh, it's our little secret." As for Asahi, she's late to wake up, as usual. And that's a wrap for this episode, folks. From spooky tales to midnight accidents, this sleepover had it all. If you're loving these twists as much as I am, smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more anime mayhem. See you next time.